Hey guys, I'm just doing some prep. Give me 1 second. I'll be right there. Right there. Nice. Very nice. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear me really well. Angle that down. Yeah, that should be much, much better. Much, much better. Okay. It's going to be a little bit muffled. You guys are going to have to bear with me. It'll be alright though. Give me 1 second. Okay. Y'all should be able to see everything I can see pretty well. Let's double check. Let's double check. Give me a second. No, I almost lost that. You guys will see what I'm about to do. It'll be very nice. It'll be very, very nice. And I might have to speak up quite a bit so you guys can hear me. We'll see though. See if I can get my chat up really quick. Like I said, this is impromptu. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be good enough to where we can all chat and have a good time. Alright, let me see. Let me see. Whoa, why is it not loading? It should load right now. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Looking good. Looking very, very good. Let me pull my chats up. What's that down there? Oh, no. We're all good. We are all good. Like I said, bear with me 1 second while I get the rest of these set up. All right. We're just about there. Just about there. You get my gloves on, and then we can get ready. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see it super well, but it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. And again, my camera isn't the best. It's going to be a little bit blurry, but we'll make do. Because that's what Marines do. They make do. You guys can hear me, please let me know. If you can't hear me, please let me know. Just all of the above. Just let me know. Just anything that's happening. Oh, come on. Tell me these are not sensitive. They're not sensitive. Oh, that's so lame. I could have sworn these were. What's up, RJ? Welcome, welcome. Give me 1 second. Still setting up, man. God love MRE Monday. Yes, I can. You can hear me? Nice, nice, nice. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Let me pop up the chat on Twitch, too, just in case. We haven't been getting a lot of Twitch viewers lately, which is unfortunate, but, you know. It doesn't hurt to try. It does not hurt to try. Why is it? We'll worry about Twitch later. We'll hop in YouTube. I don't know why Twitch chat's being lame. But it is. It's being lame. Alright, we're live. We're live. I expected the others to be here too, but I guess not. I guess not. I guess it's just you and me for now, RJ. Which is great, man. Three's a crowd sometimes. What's up, Noah? Noah's showing up. Let's go. Welcome, Noah. Welcome, Noah. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to another MRE Monday. And this week I got something special for you. I know I told you I was going to do the cold weather MREs, and I was really, really excited to do those because these are some of my absolute favorite meals when it comes to marine cuisine. And this is one of my favorite variations of my favorite meal. It's the cold weather US menu number 1. It's going to be kind of hard for you guys to see, I imagine. US menu number 1. Beef stroganoff with noodles. And it's a good time. You can see it's in the white camouflage packaging. It's made by Sopaco as well, just like the other one. And yeah, it's a good time. It's a real good time. Real good time. Let's see right here, though. What we're going to do is, we'll cut it right open. Like I mentioned before, these are the type of MREs you would be eating in cold weather environments, right? So these typically are freeze-dried, and they have very low moisture content because you want to make sure that these meals can't freeze before you're able to eat them. And yeah, so they're freeze-dried. Some of them are even like Mountain House meals and stuff like that, you'll see. This does have a puncture in the back. I don't think it made it all the way through the plastic. It's kind of hard to tell. It shouldn't have. I don't see... it still feels like it's sealed up. It's hard to tell. Either way, you guys already know MRE packages are notoriously hard to open. So we got our trusty United States Marine Corps K-Bar. It's actually not a K-Bar. This is a OKC3S. It's a Marine Corps fighting knife / bayonet. And this is the exact one that I had issued while I was in the Marine Corps. It's a good time. And if you're having trouble opening an MRE, all you gotta do is take your little bayonet. How sharp that baby is. Just right in there like butter. Like butter. Oh no! It wasn't a clean cut. That's fine. That's what I get. I'm actually sitting in a really awkward position below my desk right now. So there's that. It's not perfect. It is what it is. But very fond memories of these white packaging things. And it feels like it's slightly thicker plastic. I don't know if that's accurate. Maybe it's not actually thinner. I'm not sure. But yeah, you got the standard stuff. You got your trusty standard issue eating device. You've got your accessory packet. And this one, oh, this is one of the good ones. So you can see right there, this one has the little glass bottle of Tabasco in it. I'm not going to open that. I'm going to keep that because these are super, super rare. And the ones that are in MREs are not the same ones you could buy in stores. So I'm going to keep that. This is a treat. I haven't seen one of these in so long. We've got some more Bill's Brew freeze-dried coffee. We got some of our little xylitol gum in there, moist towelettes. What else we got? Sugar pack, I imagine. And our good old toilet paper / other non-moist towelettes. Standard accessory packet. Let's see, what else do we got in here? You guys might see the top of my head from here or there. No big deal, though. What do we got here? Vanilla Dairy Shake Powder. This is another good one. Last week we had somebody talking about the milkshake, the chocolate version. The cappuccino is really good. This one, sorry about the blur, guys. I know it's kind of blurry, but yeah, Vanilla Dairy Shake Powder. This one's pretty good. I actually do like the vanilla milkshake. You just have to really add your water and shake the crap out of them, but they're nice. So there's a little Ziploc bag right here. It's filled with powder. You add your water, you shake it up, and you have a milkshake ready to go in the field whenever you're ready to drink. And you're going to need that, man. These are higher calorie meals because cold weather, you're burning a lot more calories. You're drinking a lot more water in cold weather than you are in hot weather, surprisingly. So you have a lot of drinks, a lot of really high calorie, high sugar, high fat stuff, high carbohydrate stuff to keep you going. Here we've got the peanut butter dessert bar. These are not bad. I am a fan of them. Let me see. I'm not lined up with the camera. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? So sorry. It's hard to see from the angle I'm at. Let me see. Drop down right. Bit of delay. There we go. Yep, peanut butter dessert bar right there. It's not a big bar. You can see next to my hand. It's pretty small, but it's pretty good. It's like a it's kind of soft, kind of squishy. It's a little bit melted, I assume. It's kind of warm in my house right now, be it winter and all. But yeah, these are something that you could suck on. They're small. They do freeze a little bit. They do get hard. They get very hard to chew. I would not recommend biting into them if you're in freezing weather, like sub-zero weather like we were. you want to just like suck on it, you can keep it with you. Not bad. You can drop this in a boiling pot of water, soften it up, and you can melt it, put it in your milkshake. We would crumble them up if we could. It's very hard to do, but you can melt them, put them inside the milkshake and stuff after you crumble them. They're pretty cool. You just got to get creative with your MRE so you really enjoy it. Let me read chat. What's up, Noah? What's up, Skelly? What is up, Mumba? Mumba's actually watching live this time. Nice, Mumba. Hopefully you're enjoying that day off. It's a good time. There we go. Here's another one of the resealable shake packets. This one is beverage powder lemon lime, and this is one of my favorite ones too. So this is the same exact lemon lime powder I had before, which like I'm okay with because I love this stuff, except this is a lot more. This is a much bigger portion. This is like, how much does this make? 12 fluid ounce prepared. It's more than that. I would add like 16 ounces of water to this just so I can get more water in mine. But yeah, lemon lime flavored juice. It's no fruit juice, but it's got the stuff right here. Maltodextrin, of course, sugar, inulin, citric acid for the tartness, right? So this one, it has such a good flavor. Such a good flavor. Like I said, I can't explain it. It's somewhere in between Gatorade and somewhere in between Liquid IV and Gatorade. It's just awesome. I love this stuff. So quit yapping about that. Right here, we've got 2 fig bars. And so these are either the fruit fig bars, which are like basically a fig puree, or these are Fig Newtons. I don't remember which one these are. I think these are Fig Newtons. Whole grain wheat flour. Yeah, these are just basically Fig Newtons. Yeah. Sopaco, Mullen, South Carolina. Yeah, these are good. I mean, I don't know what else to say. They're shelf stable. They don't really freeze, so like you can eat them even if it's super cold. And they're hearty, you know? Like there's something to bite into. They got nice flavor. Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. They will dehydrate you a little bit, but it's not terrible. You got carbs, sugar, all that good stuff in there, and fruit, nutrients, fig bars right there. And extra protein with all the little tiny wasps you'll be eating. That's the last thing in there. Cold weather MRE meal, beef stroganoff. Besides, the good old main meal right here. And this is a brick. Look at that. Look at that brick. It is a dense brick. This is a rock. You need a lot of water to rehydrate this, and you have to do it hot. It's got to be boiling water, because it takes forever. So if you don't have boiling water, but you have cold water, you're going to have to let this stuff sit overnight before it really rehydrates. Not overnight, probably like an hour or so. It's going to take quite a bit of time for this to rehydrate without heat. So we're going to use heat. I'm going to show you what we did. So when you're in cold weather environments, like I said, you need freeze-dried food. So we just have Mountain House meals. So you could buy this exact beef stroganoff by going to Walmart in the camping section, or wherever you go. I don't really shop at Walmart, I shop at HEB. But in the camping section, you can find these Mountain House meals, freeze-dried meals. You add boiling water, and they're great. Beef stroganoff with noodles, this is one of my favorite ones. It's so hard to read the nutrition value and stuff, and I don't want to push this pack to its limits because I don't want to puncture it, right? But yeah, this thing is a weapon. Like, I could hurt somebody with this pretty good. Beef stroganoff, and it makes quite a bit. You add your water. I don't remember. It adds 16 ounces of hot water. And I hope you guys are bearing with me because this is going to be a long one, and I'll explain why. I'm actually going to put my tray to the side right now. The main reason being is I have to prepare my stove. Now, this is my jet boil. It's really awesome. It's basically a little camp stove. This is a lot more high-tech than the ones that we had in the Marine Corps. The ones in the Marine Corps you get issued in cold weather. They're just like these fold-out stainless steel, like really thin stoves. And you connect jet fuel. You power those fuels with jet fuel. It's the same stuff we put in Humvees, same things we put in our jets and helicopters. And you fill these little canisters up with it. And after you fill it up, you put a cap on them, and you manually have to pressurize them. You spill gasoline and diesel and jet fuel everywhere when you do it. Once you pressurize them, there's a little valve and a little tiny, or not a little tiny, but it's a burner with a little plate top that you have right there. And you just put your canteen cup right on top of that. Oh, gosh. I'm in danger. Give me 1 second, guys. I made a mistake. Ugh. What is behind me? What is under my butt right now? That was friggin' painful. Okay, hold on. This was the other thing I wanted to show you. Your canteen is not your friend in a cold weather environment. It's not. No matter what anybody tells you, your canteen becomes your worst enemy in a cold weather environment because it's got a tiny little drinking spout. And what happens with that is it freezes. And because it's got a tiny little drinking spout and it freezes, you have a really hard time getting water out of it, especially if it freezes over. So, when we're in cold weather environments, Marines do not use canteens. We use these, and this is your standard Nalgene, your BPA-free water bottle. Very thick walled, and you can see right through it too. Nice measuring. They hold quite a bit too, 1,000 millimeters, right? Or 1,000 milliliters, not millimeters, right there. Nice wide top right there, so you can, not worry about it freezing up. And what we would do, is they give you insulators for these as well. You get 2 Nalgenes, 2 insulators, and then you also get one of these bad boys right here that your Nalgene sits in the insulator. So what we would do, boil our water, pour the boiling water into the Nalgene, put them into our cup, and then put them in the insulator so they would take a lot longer to freeze. They would still freeze because it was like -7 Fahrenheit, but it would take a lot longer that way. And what we would also do at night, I'll explain that later. But yeah, here we go. You get your little Nalgene cup. You got your Nalgene filled with water. You'll have 2 of these completely full at all times. And your little stove. This I bought when I became a sergeant because there's a lot more leeway once you are an NCO with how you pack your gear out and stuff. And this is what I used. Hot weather, right? Really cool. I recommend if you guys go camping, you like outdoor stuff, or if you're in the military yourself, highly recommend getting a jet boil. And you'll see why. They're just amazing. I have to grab the fuel too. So this is a little stand. Your little fuel canister sits on top of that. It doesn't fit the large fuel canister I have now because I actually used this when I went camping with Honey Brats a while ago. But God, I prepared poorly for this. Very poorly. Very poorly. All right. Anyways, all you do, take your little burner right here, and come on, get up in there. Why is it not working? There we go. You can hear it's full of fuel. Then you want to turn it. Well, we'll get our lighter ready to go. Just your regular lighter or matches. I have MRE matches. Should I use the matches? Yeah, I'll use the matches. Might as well role play it like we're back in the freezing wilderness. Do I not have matches? Oh no, I do have matches. Yeah, good old accessory pack matches. They don't work that great, especially when you have gloves on. They're kind of a pain in the ass, but you get used to them. You got your little, what's it called? Your little friction strip right there, your little striker strip right there. And then I would usually grab 2 or 3 of these at a time because they're not super reliable, but you know, they'll do the trick in a pinch. So we're going to turn this on just a little bit. Let the gas run. Grab our matches. We're going to put them between the strip right there. And then we're going to just yank on it. And then there is our stove. And we're jet boiling, baby. God, I love that smell. Such a good smell. I love the smell of burning matches. Maybe I'm a weirdo. I don't know. Now, what we're going to do first is we are going to start boiling a pretty good amount of water. And since my Nalgene's not filled up, and I'm not in the field, we're just going to use regular bottles of water. Because I don't have a second Nalgene. They're kind of expensive. They're like $30 water bottles. They're high quality, BPA free, so they're like they're good. They're excellent quality, but they kind of a pain in the butt. And we're going to just let our burner do its thing after I add some more water. Give me 1 second while I add the water. And this fuel should last me quite a while because the canisters I carried in the field were much smaller than this. This is probably going to boil over. We got a lid though. We'll be okay. So pop my lid on my jet boil. And then we're just going to throw that buddy. Where are we at? Where are we at? Right there. And that's just going to start cooking. I'll let you guys watch it from the top. You guys can see disaster awaiting. I'm going to pull this a little bit closer, actually. A little bit closer. And in the meantime, I'm going to put that a little bit further away right there. I'll get this out of the way. Got my nice little custom eating utensil, because as you guys know from the last video, I don't like MRE spoons. Like, I use them. I got used to them. It's not a big deal. Like, I'm not a princess about it or anything, but if I have the choice, I'd rather use something like this, because the other ones, especially in the cold weather, they're really deep, and it's just a pain in the butt. It's uncomfortable. All right. What should we do first? We'll let you guys choose. What do you guys want me to try first? Even got Mrs. Mumba watching? I love it. Tell her Hyper says hi. Honey's in the other room. She might come in and try some. We'll see that. We will see what Honey wants to do. Like I said, we're gonna make some of the lemon lime flavored fruit juice. It's not terrible. But I'm just gonna shake that up. You saw what it looks like last time. You saw the nice color. I might just put it in a water bottle. I don't know. I might just do that just so you guys can see what it looks like, and then I can use this for my coffee. And then you guys can actually see what proper MRE coffee is like. So last time, you guys remember, my Bill's Brew came with like 4 little granules. This one's a lot more dense. So I think this time, I'm actually going to be able to enjoy a cup of coffee. We will see, though. We will see. I'm going to turn my jet boil up a little bit. No! I screwed up, friends. God dang it. And that's the thing, too. This is very common to happen, especially when you're stupid like me. So I showed you guys the MRE matches already. Not going to use them again. We're just going to do the easy thing. Yeah, there we go. Now it's kicking. And the easy thing will just be turn that up, put that further out here. But yeah, like I said, first things first. That is rolling. This is going to start boiling in no time. Hopefully it's not too loud, guys. Hopefully it's not too loud. Like I said, we'll have the coffee first. And what you do with these is you cut open the top, and it's got a little flex bendy like zip tie kind of thing in it. So you can roll it back over and close it. So once this water's done, we're going to pour the hot water in here, and we're going to let it cook, do its thing. And then I'm going to boil some more water and have some coffee. And we're gonna wait in the meantime. Maybe I'll have it with my Fig Newtons. I don't know. I'll probably do that. We'll see. Probably will do that. And we're gonna save the vanilla dairy shake for last, because that's more of a dessert. I hope you guys agree. That's more of a dessert thing for sure. I like the smell of potassium chlorate and sulfur too. I know everybody does. It's so nice. And you know, I got to learn how to do a lot of really cool things with matches in the military that I'm not going to talk about on YouTube, but you know, they're just a good time. So much utility. But like I said, look at this. I literally could dent this, like, if I wanted to. Solid brick of food. Nice, dense, like, love it. Okay, so let's actually open it and take a look. It's just a nice, super sealed vacuum pack. I need to be careful to not destroy it because, well, you cook it in the pouch. This thing is super sealed. Okay, hold on. Let me see how am I going to get this open. Oh. Man, I feel weak every time I come to have to open an MRE. These pains in the ass. How are you and Mrs. Mumba, by the way, today, Mumba? Hopefully well. My God. Come on, open her up! Ah! I am fighting with this thing, friends. So sorry. But that was the worst part about these damn cold weather ones, is they are sealed up tight. God dang. Alright. It's bayonet time. I tried the peaceful way. And peace... diplomacy failed. I murdered it. It's fine, though. Hold on. These things, man. These frickin' things. It should be alright, though. It's still edible. It's still edible. So, that glue has completely solidified. Okay, yeah, that's what happens. Very hot. I just burned the hell out of my hand because I can't get these gloves off, but they insulate well. And then my water's already boiling, so it's not bad. I was going to show you guys how to roll it up in the bag, but this bag is like super sealed shut. So I'll just cook it in the actual jet boil itself. I'll cook it in the jet, cook it in a cup. That's what we'll do. Oh no, we got boiling water on something that shouldn't have boiling water on it. There you go. There's our noodles. I don't know if you guys can see them very well, but there's our noodles. All the beef and the gravy and stuff sinks to the bottom because it's powder. Yeah, it's in powder form, so it's not terrible. But This stuff does expand like crazy, so I hope I do have enough space in this little canteen cup. Probably should. We'll see. We will see. Let's dump this jet boil stuff out. This will be for our coffee. I don't have do I have measurements on here? I don't. I don't have measurements on here. We'll be okay. Very hot though. Very, very hot. I'm just gonna have enough to make a small cup of coffee. Yeah, there you go. Look at that boiling water right there. I'm gonna add more water to this. Actually, I think that's enough water. We're just gonna add our stroganoff. Because who doesn't like... Actually, I don't know. Do you guys like beef stroganoff? I love me some stroganoff. Honey doesn't like it very much, but it is one of my favorite meals. And probably had it in the military more than anywhere else. But yeah, let's dump that in there. And it's powdery goodness. My God, it's like all stuck. There we go. Empty stroganoff pouch. Look at all that powder and stuff. Look at that. And yeah, you just want to... Ideally, I'll use the MRE spoon for my coffee, yeah. Ideally, just want to dump it down there in that boiling water. Give it a good stir. We might even run the boil a little bit more. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's already softening up quite a bit. Quite a bit. We're going to add a little bit more water. And then we're going to put it on the burner just for a little bit longer. It's going to be more of a soup for sure, but a lot of this will boil off. And like I said, we were always instructed to add a lot more water than the MREs requested of us. Because, well, like I said, you dehydrate a lot faster in cold weather environments. And I'm sorry, I'm getting my little table so dirty, but it happens. Man, that takes me back. Okay, back on the burner just for a little bit longer. Let's turn this one up again. Should be able to get it from here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. We're just going to keep it on low. God dang it. Let's see. About as low as I can get it without it shutting off. We got our cup. We got our nice little super hot Nalgene cup right here. Look at that, steaming, super steamy. And I've got our coffee right here. So get our Bill's Brew, shake it up. Sorry, I'm not reading chat super much right now because I'm focused because I don't want to set my house on fire. Well, it's 24th here. Even got Miss Mumbo watching. Oh, Merry Christmas Eve, I guess. Like the smell, potential, fine, just chilling. I love beef stroganoff. Oh, of course, Strelic has to go there. I was literally just talking about that yesterday. That's the funny part. I've had breakfast, but this is making me hungry. I know, right? Do that to you. It will do that to you. Second. Why can't I scroll through chat? This is being weird to me. 1 second, guys. I need to take my glove off real quick. I know this one's a little bit messed up, but cold weather MREs require a lot more TLC than regular MREs. That's for sure. Why can't I scroll down in my chat right now? That's gonna frustrate me. And if you guys are on Twitch, I can't read Twitch right now. It's really frustrating. I can't read my Twitch chat right now. Super sorry about that. If you guys are on Twitch, let me close that one out too. There you go. Bring YouTube to the front. There's the chat. I can actually see the chat now. Got breakfast, but making me hungry. Yeah, I had a very big dinner last night. I didn't eat breakfast today. I had a little bit of coffee earlier, but nothing too crazy. Let that cook. Let me know if you guys see the stroganoff like boiling over or anything. All right, so much better. Now I can actually read chat. Now, I think this is more or less what it's supposed to look like. That's still not a lot of coffee in there. It's not a huge amount of coffee. I don't know. Can you guys see the coffee? Little granules. Little granules of coffee in there. It's really hard to gauge where the camera's looking. Yeah, there you go. And we're just going to dump that right in here. Ah, still more stuck in there. Yeah, there we go. There's our... Oh, that smells great. Oh my God, that smells fantastic. Look at that. That smells so good, actually. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of excited for this cup of coffee. I'm not going to be able to drink it for a while because it's ungodly, like it's Satan's butt warm. Like it's insanely hot. But like, let's get our sugar, man. I'm excited for this. That pack of Enjoy sugar. They give you quite a bit, which is good. I like it. Get that natural sugar. And a lot of guys would bring Sweet and Low and stuff to the field too, so they have extra. Or some non-dairy creamer, because you could also do some really fun stuff with that. Pour our sugar in. Our coffee. Chilling. And also, if you guys get bored, let me know. Feel free to ask questions. We're all just chilling here. I'm glad we get to see the coffee this time. I know, it was really disappointing that I didn't get the coffee last time. Look at that. Nice, dark cup of coffee. Man, it smells great. It smells like a really dark roast. Not bad, though. I can't drink out of this, by the way, guys. It is boiling hot. It smells fantastic, though. I'm going to have to just let that sit, because I will hurt myself if I try and drink that. Like, I will hurt myself pretty bad. We're going to turn that off. Beef stroganoff. We'll just mix that up a little bit more. Let it sit there, taking all that moisture. Because typically you shake these out like crazy, and then you knead them around, and you just let them sit there for a while. This should be ready very soon. Yeah, look at that, nice and thick. I even added way more water than it asked. It's nice and thick. Look at that. Looking pretty good if I do say so myself. We'll let it continue to do its thing. Yeah. It's getting there. Still a little bit dry, but it's getting there. In the meantime, I'm going to use my other canteen cup. And we're going to add the lemon lime flavored fruit juice to that. As you guys can see, like I said, it's a Ziploc bag. So what you do is you pour the water in, preferably hot water. You add hot water to this when you do it. I'm not doing hot water now, but yeah, drinking this warm is a weirdly warming and refreshing taste. It's so weird. If you guys want to, like, I recommend drinking warm Gatorade. I used to do warm Gatorade in the Marines all the time, and it is actually nice. It's kind of like a tea. It's literally kind of like a sweet fruit tea, and yeah, that's how we would drink it. So I don't have hot water now. It's fine though. Man, look at that powder. Look at that like neon yellow color too. Oh, that smell. Gotta love it. Look at all that. That's quite a bit of beverage powder. Like, it's got to be at least like half a cup, third of a cup of beverage powder. That's the good stuff. And we're just going to add a bunch of water to that. Look at that color change. You get the blue dye and the yellow dye in there. You get that nice green color. Look at that. This is a treat to me, guys. I love this beverage powder. I mean, those artificial dyes, they'll get to you, but hey. At least we'll enjoy our time while we can. It's supposed to be 16 ounces. Look at that. Look at that thick color. Yeah, you need to add more. I added 12, and this is what 12 looks like. But it's supposed to be much more transparent than that. That's for sure. We're going to add some more water. And I'm going to enjoy this. I love this stuff. And like I said, guys, I'm so sorry. It feels like I'm neglecting the chat, but... Oh, no. No. It happens. I've eaten worse. I've eaten way worse when it comes time to chow on an MRE. And this might be a little bit of an old one, because you can see the crystals, they don't dissolve super well. That's why you have to really shake them around in those beverage bags. Hot water, though. Hot water makes it so it dissolves really easily. We're just going to keep mixing that. Look at that. Love that stuff. It's got such a unique green color, too, that you don't really see in any other beverages. The only other beverage I think kind of has this color, I don't know if you guys have ever had like Japanese soda, like cream soda, the melon cream soda. It kind of has a similar color to this, except this is a little bit more neon, a little bit more vibrant than that one is. Redissolving. It's not perfect, and like I said last time, guys, you're gonna have some chunks, and that's just MREs for you, man. They ain't perfect. They ain't much, but they're honest work. You know what I mean? So, yeah, powder and all. Let's have a little sip. That tastes like home, man. I love that stuff. It's so good. It's like a very subtle lime flavor. Not very much lemon. It's mostly lime. A very mild lime, not like a bitter lime. Sour, tangy. super refreshing, and like it's got like a saltiness to it. You know what I mean? It's got like a thirst quenching kind of thing. Like it really makes you salivate. It's great though. It's so hard to explain. It's not really sour, but it's limey and it's salty, if that makes sense. There's not sour. It's salty and limey, and it's just, oh, it's so good. So good. Let me check this coffee out. Let me see. I'm gonna burn myself, guaranteed, but we'll see what happens. Cheers. Oh my god, yeah, no. I'm not gonna drink that. Immediate danger. Immediate danger once my face got towards it. What we'll do is grab my little bowl, pop this off here, pop it in there, and try a little bit of stroganoff. Because, you know, why not? Where's my salt? Did they not give me... That is disgusting. They didn't give me salt. I'm not going to use a creamer. I never used a creamer before. I ain't going to start now, and you're not going to make me. Maybe the creamer will cool it down. I'll use a creamer just so you guys can see what it's like. This is what the creamer looks like. Standard issue, non-dairy creamer package. Little, just vacuum sealed pack. They're a pain in the ass to open. One of the reasons I never use them. So, we are going to give it the good old commie treatment. And introduce another entrance and or exit into its body. And here you go. Creamer goes in. We'll just use the whole thing. Looks awful once you add the creamer, of course. As can be expected. Let's mix that right up. Not bad looking. Oh, yeah, that actually kind of added, like, that smells... It does smell a little bit creamy, a little bit milky. Not bad. Like I said, man, people who complain about MREs, I don't understand it. It's not horrible food. They do a good job with them. They really do. I'm going to try and drink this. Hold on. Let's see. Successful drink. It's okay. It's not bad. It's very, it's smoky flavored coffee. It's not really nutty. It's like smoky. I don't know how to explain it. It's not very like chocolatey or anything like that. It's very like smoky. It tastes more like a smoky with a hint of coffee, like black tea kind of. It's interesting. It's not bad. It's interesting. But let's take a look at this right here. Get on to our main meal. Look at that stroganoff right there. I know it's kind of hard to see, but look at that. That's pretty much ready to go. I got to mix it up more. Kind of dissolve those chunky bits up. But, man, this was a treat out in the field, guys, on a really cold day where you're literally... you have to boil your water every time you eat. And our water jugs froze, so we would just get snow and just keep packing it into our stoves. This was such a treat. So, yeah, cheers. Look at that. Look at those bits of meat. Nice, like, thick gravy. Nice egg noodles there. Look at that. Looks great to me. But then again, I already like this stuff, so it looks fantastic to me anyways. Let's try a bite. Oh my god. Perfect temperature. I will say, it's still a little bit al dente. Usually, we would let them sit for quite a while, 30 to 45 minutes, so they fully rehydrate. But this is, like, perfect. I'm going to add a little bit of water to cool it down just a bit. Maybe rehydrate it just a bit. Mix that in there. And we're going to chow. We are chowing down. And I would be using the hot sauce. I would definitely be using the hot sauce right now. Look at that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. It is truly, truly amazing. Such good stuff. I don't know what it is about stroganoff. Such a simple meal. It's just so satisfying, though. You got the noodles. You got the beef. Hopefully you guys can see it well from there. Man, this is a treat for me. I was looking forward to this all last week when I got my MRE in the mail. I was like, oh, I can't wait to eat this. So the last time I had this, I was in Sendai, Japan, at a training area in Sendai, and we were doing live fire training, and man, it got cold. I can't even tell you how cold it got there. But I always loved that little Japanese base because we would go drink in the chow hall there. Like at night, there was a community night every night, and we would go share drinks and food and snacks and trade items with like the Japanese Ground Self Defense Force. Really cool. I tried natto there. Man, different types of sake. That's where I learned I hate Japanese whiskey, but I would drink it anyways if they gave it to me because like whiskey's whiskey. And you're breaking bread with them. It's such a good time, and I think the most fun I had with a foreign military was with the Japanese. They're so fun, man. When they let their guard down and they have a good time, they really have a good time. I loved every minute of it. And it was kind of weird too because we're all young guys over there. And they were all in like their 30s and 40s. So it was like a bunch of young guys hanging out with the older guys. There were a few younger guys, but they were a lot older than us for the most part. And man, they still partied. They still threw them back. I actually won an arm wrestling competition with one of their instructors. They had a martial arts instructor, and I did an arm wrestle with him, and I won. And somebody has a picture of it somewhere, and I'm trying to find it. But man, I used to be in great shape, and I beat him, and he was pissed about it. He was pissed that I beat him in the arm wrestle. But hey, gotta live up to the way that the Japanese view you in their anime and movies and stuff. So I had to do it. That color reminds me of a Woodruff drink I drank. Woodruff drink. What color? The Stroganoff color or the lemon lime color? Give me some? Yeah, I wish I could. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. Gotta love it. Every bite is just amazing. And the gravy, it's super flavorful. It's like, kind of has a cheesy quality to it, but in a really good way. Like a fresh, like cheesy quality. Definitely like a chicken kind of flavored gravy. Very low salt. There's salt in the meat, but like the gravy itself doesn't taste like a lot of salt, but it's very savory. It's very savory. You get that meat flavor in there and that like fat content. It's so nice. It's so nice. I truly am enjoying this. I would eat this like once a week if I could. This is one of my favorite things in the field, was getting beef stroganoff, man. MRE #1, U.S. cold weather. Love this stuff. Love this stuff. Man, let me count my water bottles right now. I've gone through 3 16-ounce water bottles completely so far. Because, like I said, they require a lot of water. Between the coffee and there, 3 full bottles of water. Making a mess over here, guys. Making a mess. I think I dribbled some down here. My dogs are going to be sniffing around here like crazy for the next couple of weeks, trying to figure out what the heck happened here. The green one. Yeah, man, that green one, it's just unlike anything else. It's so good. It is truly super, super good. Let me try a little bit more of this coffee while we can. Let me see. Cheers to the coffee right there so you guys can see that a little bit more. Oh, it's good. It really is good. You know what we're going to do? I am going to make myself a vanilla coffee. Like, it is good coffee. I'm not going to drink it like this. I'm going to make my own. It's not really technically a cappuccino. I don't know what you would call it, but kind of like a latte. We're going to add the vanilla dairy shake. I'll try a little bit of it for you guys, but we're going to add the vanilla dairy shake to it. And it's a good time. I'll put like half of it in the coffee. Yeah, we pop this open. This is another one of those beverage bags. It's bottle shaped because you grip it right there, and it inflates like a bottle when it's filled with water. So you're like holding a bottle. It's really cool. And you seal that up, shake it about like crazy, and there you go. Very hard to see in there, but this powder is a very fine, super white powder. And yeah, I'm just gonna pour. I don't know, how much do I want to pour in there? Yeah, like half, I said, maybe. Is that half? Yeah, that's about half. There's quite a bit of powder in there. And we'll just mix that up right here. We'll save the rest so I can try some with you guys. Let me try and clean that off a bit. We would do this quite a bit. I more or less would do it with the vanilla, but you do it with chocolate too. Make yourself a nice little mocha. And again, rarely, guys, we didn't drink a lot of coffee. And if we did, it was cold. We were tired, and we would just get the instant coffee and just mix it with cold water. Not very enjoyable, but you know, it is what it is. But if we had a chance to heat up our food like this, and we had the water to spare, making a cappuccino or something like this, oh, so good, man, so good. And you wouldn't waste this. You would eat this. Yeah, a lot of the times I'd give my shakes away, but in cold weather, I would eat my shakes 100%. Whether I'd mix them with coffee is a different story. I could if like we had the time, but all right, look at that. Look at that nice like color. That like milky, super heavy duty vanilla. And this is basically protein powder. If you guys have like gold standard whey powder, it smells just like this, tastes pretty much just like this. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So let's have a sip. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that tastes fantastic. It's like a vanilla hot chocolate with a little bit of coffee flavor to it, and it's nice and warm, and look at that, it's frothy too. It really is like a latte. It's so good, guys. You're missing out. You really are. Like, it is some good stuff. It is some good stuff for sure. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did that. And you got to dress up your MREs like this. You know, you're eating the same meals over and over for weeks or months on end, so you got to have fun with it. You got to make yourself enjoy them more and more every time, so you don't get bored, and you know, you keep happy. That's excellent. Absolutely excellent. I am a bit warm though, and my mouth is still a bit dry. I haven't had very much water to drink today, but look at that. It's fully dissolved now. Deep, deep green color. Let me see. Oh, I keep missing the camera. Deep green color right there. It's such good stuff. Such good stuff. Most refreshing drink I've ever had in my life. By far, by far. I'm gonna keep chowing down on this, guys. We'll try the other stuff too. And again, sorry, I know this is gonna be a long one, but I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out, you know. What is up, Mr. Becker? Were you with us last MRE day? I don't think you were, but yes, we are having beef stroganoff, cold weather MRE today, which I am very fond of, and it was one of the loves I found when I was in the Marine Corps. Mm-hmm. Delicious stuff. Looks like absinthe. It kind of does. It kind of does look like absinthe. Absinthe is more of like an emerald, like less neon green, but yeah, it kind of does. I'm not gonna lie. Wouldn't be surprised if some Marines were mixing it with absinthe out in the field. You would be surprised the crazy stuff they did. Ugh. Mm-hmm. And it keeps expanding. As it sits here in the water, it's still expanding, it's still thickening. So like it's like there's more and more. I eat some and it's like at the level it was previously since the last couple of bites. Such good stuff though. Let me call Honey in here. Hey Honey! I don't know if she could hear me. I hope she can. Give me a sec. Sorry about the screaming. I know it's loud for you guys, but you know, I want her to try it out. She'll love this stuff. Mm-hmm. What is that right there? Weird. Nico Ortiz. God, I'm getting notification after notification right now. Like, leave me alone, friends. Okay, like I promised though, we still got a bunch of powder down there. Like I said, about half. So you fill the water to that line, and I will do that. So empty that. And there in our water goes. Nice, is that to the line? Yeah, that's the fill line. This is going to be a bit watered down, but it's the good stuff either way. Like I said, you're not going to complain, even if you get a little bit of a watered-down milkshake. A watered-down milkshake in the field is better than no milkshake in the field. You got to be careful with these because sometimes the powder gets caught and they don't shake all the way properly. But I don't want to shake it too hard either. I'm going to shake it hard. I'm going to squeeze. Let me see. Hold the top closed. And you just got to be careful with this stuff, because if you spill it on your uniform or a piece of gear, like a fabric piece of gear, and you don't clean it off super thoroughly right away, it starts to smell so bad. Like that rotten milk, horrible smell. So you do have to be pretty careful that you don't spill it on yourself or anywhere else, because it's just dank. We had people that like tried to hold them in like their pockets, or people who'd like leave them on their pack and it spilled over, and they just smelled like literal ass for like 2 weeks after that until we got back to the rear and were able to clean it off. And it's just the worst smell ever. All right. Nice and chunky, just the way you like it. It's going to be really hard to see, but in there is a milkshake. A very chunky milkshake, but a milkshake nonetheless. So let's bend our little spout right here. Have ourselves a little drink. Yeah, that's just like a really good tasting vanilla protein powder is basically what it is. Fortified with calcium, vitamin D and stuff, but these shakes, guys, they should sell these in stores. People would love them. Because even though it's a little bit chunky, it's like not powdery and gross. It's super smooth. It kind of feels like there's like little bits of like milk or white chocolate in there, I guess. And it like just melts the second it touches your tongue. This stuff is fantastic. Another thing I wish I could buy. Just can't replicate this flavor. It's kind of like the protein powder, like I said, but it's like there's something about it. It's like malty and milky and smooth, and it's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna have some more of this because I just love it. My God, that's the good stuff. Sorry, guys. I'm in a really awkward position right now too, eating, so it's even a little bit hard to breathe. But look how thick that got again. Noodles are bigger, the meat's more tender, and it's even thick again. It just never ends. Never ends. That is the good stuff, though. And typically, you would just eat it out of this bag. That's the one plus side to the MRE spoon, is it's a very long spoon. Very, very long spoon. Give me 1 second, guys. What is happening? Why can't I select that? I'm calling Honey on the phone really quick. Hey, love. Come try this Stroganoff really quick. You're going to love it. Please just come try it really quick. I don't want you to miss out because I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish this if I can. It's so good, though. I'm streaming, by the way. All right, see you in a sec. Love you, bye. You're going to have to hang up. I can't. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, here she comes. Oh, I hope she doesn't let the dogs in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the dogs in here.
Please don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them in.
Okay, you gotta try this. This is like one of my favorite meals.
Be on video.
You're not gonna be on video.
Okay.
Just stop like stay right there and you won't be on video. No, like right here more. Okay, there you go. Go right there. You'll be fine. You can sit down. Relax. Stay a while. Almost like you live here. Alright, try this. This is a milkshake, and Honey's gonna try it. Tell me what you think of it. Don't look at it. Just drink it. Don't smell it. Just drink it.
Smells like
protein powder.
like cake batter.
Protein powder. Yeah, it smells like... Actually, it smells like birthday cake protein powder. Yeah, it does. Like birthday cake flavored protein powder, but it's like more creamy.
Do you put a straw or you just drink it?
You drink it like that. It's supposed to be shaped like a bottle. You think they just gave us straws in the field? Could you imagine? They're like, come get your little sippy straw.
You never know.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess you're right. Isn't it good? Yeah? Just,
yeah. It's good.
Wow. This is one of my favorite.
Watery cake batter.
It doesn't taste like cake batter. It does not taste like cake batter. No, cake batter is
like
kind of
confetti cake batter.
Yeah, it's like Honey, you're cramping it. It's so good.
It's good. It just tastes like watered down cake batter though, a little bit.
You want to try the coffee?
No, I'm okay. I just finished my coffee.
Try this drink really quick.
And
so
I
this
want to have like a heart attack.
Is the MRE Gatorade.
Is it hot?
No, it's cold. I would drink it hot in the field, but like that's cold. Doesn't it taste like a more like natural like?
Yeah, it
Gatorade?
tastes like lime. Like
It's
the lime
lime.
one.
It's not sour. It's kind of salty, right?
I don't know about like
A
salty.
little bit
but
salty, like a tiny bit.
It tastes like ooze.
Oos. Okay, now you gotta try the stroganoff. You gotta try the stroganoff. It's don't. Stralik did the exact same thing. He was like, "Oh, you got the beef stroganoff?" That, of course, Stralik would say that. Mamba says, "Hi, HB."
Hello.
Hello.
It's not bad. It's good. It's good.
You're hard to please. You are hard to please. Would you eat this if we went camping and I
don't
brought
eat
some?
that peasant.
The peasant food? Yeah, you're too good for it, right?
No. I'm just messing with you.
Ha ha ha. You're so mean to me. They need to add this one to Scum. They need cold weather stroganoff to Scum. They really do.
Oh, you just eat it the same way though in Scum. It's just like you're just like eating like.
You're just like eating a burger even though it's soup.
Yeah.
Or you're like
It's like you're eating like a pack of French fries and you're taking out the fries and eating it no matter what you're eating.
You want your legs in the video?
Are my legs in the video? They're
A
not
little
in
bit.
the video.
Oh,
I'm
they're not.
watching them.
Oh, sorry. Don't hurt me.
You can. I think you can see my shovel on there though.
Your little slipper, your little tiny slipper.
Yeah, you can see my little shovels in there.
All right. Well, this how long are we right now?
No, but it's hot as hell in your office.
Well, yeah, I was
You're
running
not
a-
sweating.
I was running a stove in here. You silly goose. How long have we been running? Can you tell me? Because I have no. What does it say on OBS?
I don't know. I can't see that far. It's really small, right there.
That's what she said.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna open up the peanut butter dessert bar, so you guys could try. Take a look at that. It's really cool. They're not bad. Like I said, we would usually boil these in water to soften them up because they would get hard and frozen and kind of hard to eat. But let's tear that open, and you guys can see it literally is like peanut butter. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but it's literally like a bar made of peanut butter. Pretty good. And yeah, you just suck on them, you boil them, or you can melt them in the coffee with the milkshake, and it's really good. Ha ha ha! You're so funny. You're so. Oh, there's Pebbles. Did you hear her scratching at the door? But yeah, let me take this out. There it is. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's got some jiggle to it.
No.
Yeah. No. That's a good thing. A little bit of jiggle is a good thing. Look at that. It's such an like
You're
it's
just,
so
walking into them.
it's so
Like, you're just walking.
it's so hard to explain like the texture of this, but it's good. It's like I don't know, peanut butter from in a candy bar without the candy bar, and it's like a little bit chewy. It's so weird, but it holds its shape. Like this is not melted. This is just the way it is. And they would freeze solid, and we would have to melt them, but that's the beauty of them. You just suck on them. They're kind of like a peanut butter Tootsie Roll a little bit. No, come here. Gross. No, you did. Like, it's like if you didn't have boiled water, you just suck on it. You're not gonna bite it. You'll break your teeth. It's so funny. There you go.
I mean, you're just stepping
It's
into
got, like-
them at this point.
It's basically chunky peanut butter with some additives in it to make it more of like a bar. It's really good. It's really good. It tastes like the inside of a Snicker. It's basically the flavor of a Snicker without chocolate. I'm gonna let Honey try it. It's so good though. I love these things. That's a Snicker without the chocolate. It even tastes like caramely a little bit. You know?
You know what? It kind of smells like a Butterfinger or something.
Right? It smells like a Butterfinger. It tastes a little bit like the in between, like between a Butterfinger and a Snickers. It's good though, right?
I think like a Reese's Pieces more.
Yes, a Reese's
Like
Pieces.
Reese's Pieces. Yeah.
That's what this tastes like, a Reese's Pieces without the shell. But I like it better this way. I wish they sold these because these are really good too. I just love how they flop. And there's a chocolate one too. There's also a little fruit bar. And that's my all-time favorite thing from Cold Weather MREs is the little fruit bar. They're really rare though. I don't remember which ones they come in. I think they come in the I don't know which one they come in, but I'm going to have to order some more. These are super good. Super good. And it's such a weird texture because it's kind of dry, but it's also like floppy. It's so weird. It's like a cookie that has somehow got a little bit of a jiggle to it. I don't. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's like cookie dough that jiggles.
Well, flake is if you like kind of add like starch to it.
Yeah.
Like if you added like starch.
Like it's
to,
a little
like,
bit powdery,
dough.
right?
Yeah.
But it's also like smooth. It's so good. It's such an interesting thing. And as far as I know, nobody sells these. I think these are exclusive to MREs, which I'm okay with. I'm gonna order more though. Really good.
People want to know if you're eating it in real life, if that's your real hand.
Wait, what?
They want to know if you're eating this in real life and if that's your real hand.
Yeah, it's my real hand. Are you eating this in real life? Is that your real hand? Yes, that's my real hand, Nugget. That's my hand.
No, it's
Piece.
fake. Don't believe him.
It's a fake hand. Yeah, I hired I hired a hand model to do the acting for me, and they just follow what I say. Yeah. What are you up for speedrunning Safe Stanton tonight? Yeah. Wait, Strelick, you gotta tell me, is your computer working, Strelick? If it is, I am so down. I got to pull it. Oh my god. I'm excited. I haven't played a game with Strelick in a minute. You should hop on with us if you care about us, or you hate Strelick. Those are your options. Either you hate Strelick, or you game with the whole Hyper fam for a little bit. And here's your fig bar. You guys already know what these are. They're Fig Newtons. You like Fig Newtons, right? Do you want one? Yeah, you do.
No, it's your thing.
And that's what they're like. You tear them open, and it's literally just like a Fig Newton. It's literally just a Fig Newton inside there. And these are good too because you could open them, you could eat one, and then save one for later. And like honestly, guys, these get pulverized. These get absolutely annihilated. So like you just open them and it's just crumbs. It's just crumbs in here, I guarantee. Oh no. Is this a berry? Which one is this? Because sometimes you get the strawberry ones. Oh no, these are just the fig flavored Fig Newton. These are interesting. They're like whole wheat. They're not like the white ones that you would see. Yeah, standard little Fig Newton. It's super flat though. Like it did get a little bit annihilated, but like it didn't crumble. Surprisingly, it didn't crumble because every time I would open the pack, it would just fall apart. So this is nice. It smells like... Okay, it doesn't smell like my grandmother, but it reminds me of my grandmother because she always had Fig Newtons. Yeah, it's a Fig Newton. Try it. It's actually really good because it's kind of like...
They're just like the...
No, I know, but like with the biscuit, like the bread, like compressed and smashed together, it's kind of nice. Because there's like no air and it doesn't crumble at all. It's like a I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's all like it stays together. And this one,
Like it normally does.
yeah, I guess. Maybe the cheap ones are the crumbly ones because my dad used to go to the dollar store to get them too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He would buy like
they're more like
the really cheap ones.
They're like less of the jelly when you buy like the cheap ones. They're less of the jelly, more of like the bread.
The bread, and it's really dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, really dry bread. There you go. Standard Fig Newton though. Not terrible.
Little down.
I like Fig Newtons. I do prefer the blueberry and strawberry ones, of course, though. But you know, no one's gonna complain about that in the field at all. But yeah.
Okay, time to let the dogs in.
No, we are not letting the dogs in this office. I am not gonna finish eating this on stream. I will finish eating it. I'm not gonna waste it because I love this stuff. But yeah. I wouldn't use these to clean my hands. I kept my own wipes on me, but yeah, this is a moist towelette. These are like the standard ones you just get at the store, at restaurants and stuff. And yeah, using these in cold weather, it's like painful, right? If you use them on your body because the alcohol and the super cold weather, it doesn't play nice with the skin. But we would use these moist towelettes, and we were told to use them for this purpose, would to be like cleaning our canteen cups and our mess kit because you can be dirty. You can be dirty indefinitely. Like it's a cultural thing to bathe, right? But as long as you're not like in fungus and other gross stuff, you can be dirty and sweaty for an infinite period of time and your body will be just fine. So we wouldn't clean ourselves with these. We would use this to clean our equipment, like our mess kit, because if this gets moldy and full of bacteria, then you will get sick, and then you will fall ill, and then you will be a casualty, and then it's just a snowball effect from there. So keeping your body clean is important, but keeping your gear functional and the stuff that goes into your body clean is more importanter. You know what I mean? That's the proper grammar based from the U.S. Marine Corps. It's importanter. Don't forget that. But yeah, I would finish this. I'd rinse it out with some water, and I'd drink the water I rinsed it out with, right? So there's all this food in there. Rinse it out, shake it up, drink that water. Rinse it out, shake it up, drink the water. Wipe it down with the toilet paper, then wipe it with the moist towelette, and you're supposed to let it air dry, and it'll disinfect it, and you're good to go next time. Because we would use this cup, drink out of this cup, you shave out of this cup, and you prepare water that you use for everything you do out of this cup. So you got to keep it clean because, like I said, you get an infection. And trust me, you have to use this cup to shave because if you're not using hot water to shave, you're not shaving. And you have to shave because you have to put on a gas mask. And if you don't shave, you're not going to get that hermetic seal in your gas mask and you're going to die. And it boils down to that. So you got to keep this stuff clean. You got to really, really take care of yourself. There's a lot of nitty gritty stuff that I didn't get into the details, but I was going to tell you guys, what was I going to say? I wanted to share something with you guys. Yeah, so, like I said, water. We would boil snow because water jugs are freeze, right? So we would go shovel tons and tons of snow, and you would just constantly boil it. Because you'd add, like, this much snow, and it would all boil down to, like, that much water in the bottom of the cup. And you just had to keep on shoveling snow. And you'd get sticks in it, you get bugs in it, sometimes there'd be animal hair in it, but you just boil it until it was safe to drink. And you'd either scrape that stuff up the top, but honestly, after a couple of weeks, you just get used to it. You know, like you'll just drink a little bit of dirt. You know, it's not gonna hurt you. It's just gonna come out the other end anyways. It doesn't taste like anything. If anything, it's a little bit more roughage, more vitamins and stuff. Friday, will you stream Avatar? Yes, I'll try and stream Avatar for you Friday, Nuggets. I could do that, especially Honey works Friday. We could come home and stream Avatar. I will stream Avatar Friday. You have to remind me, though. Like, hop into another stream and let me know to stream Avatar. There I go ranting about all kinds of random stuff again. Funny story about one of the stoves we had. I'm not talking about the jet boil, but, like, the standard issue, like, USGI stoves. Our gunnery sergeant was getting pissed off at us because one wouldn't light. He's like, "You're using too much fuel. You guys are not obeying like thermal discipline and all this other stuff." And then I didn't hate him. He was a decent gunnery sergeant, but he came up with his stove and he's like, "Let me show you how a real Marine does it." Right? So he crouches down. We're all around him by the fire. All our stoves, we used to put them in like circles because we used to put our feet by the fire while we're cooking our food because it got so cold. Your feet were always in pain. Like, it always felt like your feet were being crushed by, like, hundreds of pounds of weight because it was just, the cold caused the pain. And he grabs his lighter and his matches, and he starts the jet boil. And we're kind of laughing because, like, we've been doing it for a while. He was a gunny, but, like, you know, he just wasn't the field guy. He always had somebody do that stuff for him. So he wasn't super familiar with doing this. But we light it, and we tell him to prime it with a little striker. We get the matches, and he's about to light it. And he nudges it, and they're not completely closed, those pressurized ones. So if you have a little bit of a leak or you don't completely twist it at the right angle, it'll leak jet fuel. And his was pressurized like heavy duty. He pressurized the hell out of it. But what happened was he lit it, and it lit fine, and then all of a sudden you just see this fireball, and it was like, psh! And then the part where it was leaking, you see like a secondary little flame coming out, and then you hear like a pop. It wasn't like a boom or anything, but you heard like a pop. And then, like, this fireball came out, and, like, the end of his hose was, like, spewing fire. And there's, like, a little heat shield that goes around your stove to keep the heat in, and it keeps stuff from outside burning. Like, the jet fuel went on the heat shield, it went on this part, it went on the bottle, and his whole stove was, like, on fire. And it blew up in his face and stuff. And it's just really funny because, like, he was telling us, like, oh, this is how a real Marine does it. And, like, it literally blew up in his face. So that was a story I'll always remember. And that was the same filled up where I told you guys that story a couple weeks ago of that Marine that had frozen the toilet paper and stuff. So that was a good time. And that was at the base of Mount Fuji. That was really cool. I actually have a picture of me at Mount Fuji in the wintertime, you know, when it has the white snow cap on it. You know, like all the paintings have that white snow cap on Fuji. I actually have a picture of me standing in front of it. Super cool experience. It gets very cold at night in the winter, though. And that was one of the two different types of cold weather training I did in Japan. And this is what else I wanted to show you. These are super hard to find. This is a mini Tabasco, but this is the MRE mini Tabasco. It's not labeled for resale, and it's It's a different size than the small mini ones you buy at the store, and it's got a thicker glass bottom. So like you cannot buy these ones. You just can't buy them anywhere. And the label says packed for MRE by Transpacker Service Corp, Piscataway, New Jersey. And this is 1/8 fluid ounce. I don't know if you guys can read it, but yeah, these are the MRE specific ones. You cannot find these anywhere. And these ones are, I don't know what they do to them, but they've got such an interesting flavor. It tastes like regular Tabasco, but like the new Tabasco separates, these ones don't. So I think these are like still the original recipe. They're still the original shelf-stable recipe because a lot of people didn't used to refrigerate Tabasco, but now you're supposed to, and it separates. New Tabasco separates, and it's more of a more red color, more of like a red-yellow color, and this one's the old school Tabasco color, and you cannot find it in stores. It's so good, but I'm gonna keep this forever. I haven't seen one of these in like, God, it's got to be like 8 years. I haven't seen one of these. I'm definitely gonna keep this as a nice little memento. Such an adorable little glass bottle of Tabasco right there. You even got the little McKillany like bottle cap top, just like you wouldn't have a normal Tabasco. It's just cool, guys. It's just a cool little novelty thing that you can't get anywhere else. Really cool stuff. And yeah, I ate a lot of hot sauce. So when I was in the field, we used to get hot chow rarely if we were like attached to like H&S company or something, or if like the full company or battalion was together, they would get us what's called hot chow, and it's basically mass-produced big portions of MREs, and they just serve it to you on like a disposable tray. And they have brand new bottles of hot sauce every time they serve hot chow. A lot of people don't eat the hot sauce, but they have to have enough just in case everybody wants it. And if the bottle was opened a single time and somebody only did like this with it and it only was a couple of drops out, they would have to throw the whole bottle out. And I know you guys are like, that's crazy, that's wasteful, but you guys got to think about it from a military standpoint. Like, your job is not to be like this super recycling conscious person. Your job is to get food to live and move. Every bottle has weight to it. It has a potential to go rancid and go bad. It's more garbage you got to lug around with you. So they would just get a new bottle every time, and the old ones would be tossed out. But if you go to the chow hall guys and you're nice to them, say, hey, can I have the hot sauce bottles or the ketchup bottles or whatever condiment bottles they brought out to the field, so they don't throw them out, and we would just pack them out in our packs with us. So they didn't give us Tabasco ever. They would give us some Cholula, and they would give us some Tapatio. And depending on whichever one they had, since they're all glass bottles and they're heavy duty, we could just keep them in our pack. And I would always have like a full-size bottle of like Tapatio or like Cholula, and I would keep one in my Jeep too. I got so used to always having hot sauce in the field, like an entire bottle of hot sauce in the field for all my food, because sometimes you need it. Like, it gets boring and sometimes you're dehydrated and all that stuff. Like, it just helps, right? Hot sauce is just a good thing to have. And it can also help you stay awake at night if you're really tired. Just rub a little bit of this in your eyes, or you sniff it really heavy duty. Like, I don't want to say the word snort, but like essentially, and it wakes you up. And I'm not kidding. We actually would do stuff like that. Yeah, all kinds of crazy stuff you could do with it. People would put it on the ends of their cigarettes too, which is so stupid. I don't know why you do that, but yeah, I always had a bottle because of that. And then I carried on that tradition for a while, and I stopped doing it after I got married because I was eating at home more than I was eating out, like at fast food or in the barracks or wherever. But I always have fond memories of these glass bottles because I always had hot sauce with me. And because of my last name, people used to either call me Tapatio or they would call me other stuff. I'm not going to tell you like specifically, but that was one of the nicknames I had, was like hot sauce, Tapatio, and stuff like that. I always remember that fondly. So this is really cool. I'm glad I have this. But anyways, guys, if let me read this really quick. Sorry, fixing a tire. Rental PC should be here in a couple hours, and a quick install of SC in Discord. Let's go, Strelic. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a good time. We used to do those Tabasco bottles as shots, right? Yeah. Hot sauce, man. You just pour some hot sauce in your mouth too if you're bored. You don't have any sunflower seeds on you. You don't have any jerky or chew or anything. You don't have any cigarettes. Like, every like minute or so, you could just like shake some hot sauce under your tongue just to like, I don't know, satisfy your boredom. And yeah, stuff like that. It definitely works. It's a good time though. But yeah, guys, that was one of my favorite MREs of all time. That is the US Cold Weather MRE menu #1. Beef stroganoff with noodles. Again, it's delicious. Every part of this MRE is fantastic. The only thing that you can probably, so you could get the Mountain House beef stroganoff at like any camping store or like place that sells stuff like that, like freeze dried food, and figs. You fig Newtons. You can just buy fig Newtons, right? But the rest of it, the milkshake, the peanut butter bar, the MRE drink powder, you cannot get that stuff anywhere else. So it's really a treat to be able to eat this stuff again, because there's going to be a day in my life where I realize, where without me realizing it, it'll be the last time I have any of those things, because they're going to get scarce. You know, they're going to get scarce, and you don't think about things like that. So I really want to take my time to enjoy stuff like this and remember it and talk about it, because it's a really good time. Really good time. It's actually another funny story too. When we were in training with the Japanese, they would get chow hall. So they would open a chow hall for the Japanese soldiers, but we would only get MREs. So even when we were in a building in the cold weather training, we would have to go turn the faucets on, and we'd let them run till they were super, super hot. And we would just use tap water. And they wouldn't boil, right? But they would be hot. So we would have like lukewarm, crunchy, freeze-dried food, because it would be kind of soft, but the insides just, they would never fully rehydrate. So you'd be sitting there drinking, or like eating and drinking like this super thick beef stroganoff, like stew gravy. And it would feel weird, that weird texture in your mouth where it's like, you know, it's not cooked, and you just be crunching away. It'd be like soggy, crunchy beef stroganoff. And, you know, we were okay with it, man. It still tastes good. It's a weird mouthfeel, but it still tasted fantastic. And there we go. It's finally cooked. Look how much bigger those noodles got. They were just little tiny, like little ramen crumb looking things, but look how big those got. Man, I love freeze drying. I need to get me a freeze dryer, but look at that. Let me try it now that it's fully hydrated. Yeah. That's 100% full hydrated now. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Really good stuff. I'm going to remind you of first stream tomorrow. All right, Nuggets, I appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate this. Like I said, I wish I was in the military every day, and this is part of my way of kind of preserving the Marine culture, the military culture, preserving stories that I have from the past, and me able to I guess deal with the fact that I can't be in the military, because that hurts. I wanted to stay in 20 years. I loved every minute of it. But what better way to close a chapter and preserve the good times and the bad times than with sharing, by sharing all that stuff with you. I think it's a really cool thing, and I enjoy doing this, and I can't wait to do it again. I'll probably do it bi-weekly or maybe once a month. We'll see. It just depends on when I can get my hands on a new menu item. But yeah, if there are any requests or questions you have, feel free to ask them, guys. Feel free to ask them. Or anything you want to know. There's an MRE you want me to try, or you have like a way I could get more MREs from different countries and stuff. Because I want to do the Japanese ones and the Australian ones, because I'm familiar with those. Those are good too. And yeah, I just want to do some really cool stuff. Mumba says, great MRE stream. Thank you so much, Mumba. I appreciate it, man. Mumba is my all-time greatest supporter on the channel, and he is a good friend of mine. I can honestly say Mumba is a good friend of mine, so thank you so much. It means a lot coming from you. And I will try and get my hands on some New Zealand rations and try them out. That'll be a good time. Try an EPA. I will. They're hard to find out here, Noah. They're hard to find out here. They're very hard to find out here, but I definitely would like to. Yeah, do you guys have any requests for Military Monday? Or like tonight for Military Monday community stream, we're going to be playing Star Citizen. So I really, really encourage you guys, if you haven't played that game, it's super buggy. The servers are super broken because everybody's playing right now because it's Christmas break, but we have so much fun. We have an insane amount of fun playing that game, and yeah, the more the merrier. We have some big ships, and we have some really cool stuff going on, so maybe join us for that. And it's a very military game. Like, when it actually comes out, you're going to be playing somebody in Squadron 42, right? And yeah, you're basically a military person who gets their citizenship by serving in the military. Pretty cool story. I can't wait till that comes out. I'm definitely going to... That's going to be one of my all-time most anticipated streams ever. It's going to be great. But anyways, guys, please check out those links in the description. A lot of them are resources for veterans, active duty service members, as well as their families, to connect them with resources about mental health, PTSD, a lot of other stuff too. These organizations help people who truly deserve it. You know, a lot of these guys really have put all their life into what they do, and a lot of them have really degraded their quality of life or given their life for very little in return. So it's very important to me as a veteran myself, and you know, seeing other veterans struggle with a lot of things, and people like myself struggling with the way the system kind of handles a lot of this stuff, as I was somebody who was injured pretty severely in service. it's a really, really important to me that you guys, I guess maybe just spread awareness or talk about it, or if you serve yourself, make sure you keep these resources in mind because they really do help people out. And I do want to start doing the charity streams again. I mean, that's super important to me. Stuff keeps coming up and it doesn't work out, but I want to do the tournaments. I want to do all the other stuff like we did before, like that 36-hour stream, and I do plan on making it happen. So I appreciate all the support. But yeah, Military Mondays. Remember, guys, we do this to educate people, share some history, share some stories, and just have a good time and kind of break up that stigma about like what the military is all about and things like that. Just make it into a more positive place. Put all this doom and gloom into like a more positive context, if that makes sense. If they're in cardboard box, they are the right ones. Okay, I'll look for some, Noah. Thank you, thank you. If you can find somewhere a link, definitely send it to me because I would definitely love to try them. But yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on MRE Monday, on Military Monday, and I will catch you guys in the next video or stream. If I don't see you guys in Discord, or I don't end up actually streaming for whatever reason tonight or tomorrow, since it's Christmas Eve, I probably won't stream Christmas Eve. Maybe not Christmas. I'm not sure yet. So definitely hop on tonight. Let's hang out. Let's do some fun stuff on the servers and all that. But yeah, like I said, if I don't see you guys until Christmas, or I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. As a Christian myself, I mean, the origins of the holiday, it's a Christian holiday. So like, bless you guys who do celebrate, who are Christians. I hope you guys have a wonderful, fulfilling, warm, and happy, comfortable, and safe Christmas. To everybody else, I wish the same thing to you for the rest of the end of the year season, and I hope you guys have an amazing New Year's coming up too. I just hope you guys have really awesome things coming to you in 2025. I know we do here in this country, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what we have on the channel, and I truly love you guys all like a family. Because honestly, since I got out of the Marine Corps, guys, I don't care about a lot of things anymore. Like I said, it was everything to me, and you guys truly have been a second family. I don't even want to say second family. That seems kind of disingenuous to me. Like, you guys are my you feel like family to me. Like, we can have these intimate conversations. You guys can ask questions, and we can just have a good time. And I trust you guys. I feel comfortable around you, so I really appreciate it. And the whole idea with this channel is, one, to educate people and to build a community like that, not only for me and you guys, but other veterans and other people who are looking for a warm and welcoming community that also have some sort of foundational, like, attachment to something, I guess, if that makes sense. Some of that, like, discipline, you know what I mean? But I will quit yapping. I know I'm just going on and on and on. Thank you guys so much. Merry Christmas to you all. And I will catch you guys later. Mama's right. Enjoy the rest of the MRE. I'm going to enjoy this MRE. Nice and slow. I'm just going to have a good time. So I will catch you guys in the next streamer video. Stay hyper. Stay lethal. Stay novel. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And peace. But I don't have my keyboard with me. So we're just going to do this. All right. Peace. Peace. There we go. You guys can still hear me, but you can't see me. You can't see me. I'm a ghost. All right. Catch you guys later. Thank you so much for joining.